Okay. Okay. Welcome back, Skylin. How have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I know last session we went over a lot and I asked a lot of questions. I just do that. I have a lot better understanding of you and the things that are happening in your life. And it's just a way that I have a better understanding of who you are and what's going on in your life and stuff like that. But I know that was a lot.
It was, but I understand. I think that it was actually a good exercise to go through.
Okay, good. So this meeting is going to be a little bit different. I know we've gone over a lot of things that have happened kind of in the past. This session is going to be a little bit different where we're going to kind of focus more on the future. So what we're going to do is start a plan of action and set goals and try to help you achieve what kind of brought you in here to begin with. Does that sound good?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. So, as your caseworker, I'm just really here to help you in any way that I can. That can be resources, referrals, goal setting with you, anything like that. I am just here to really assist you in whatever is going to allow and help you get to that goal. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I know last time we talked, you mentioned a lot of things that have been currently going on recently in your life. Do you have a specific part where you would like um, help with, or a specific goal that you kind of have in mind that you would like to achieve?
Um, I mean, I think my biggest goal is just to stop being so angry, but
Okay.
I don't I don't know that that's I don't know how necessarily to reach that goal.
Yeah. Okay. So you would say that would be definitely your number one goal is helping some of those anger feelings that you've been having.
Yes.
Okay. So was there a time that you can remember that you um, felt like you weren't angry, or a specific time that you felt like that started to change a little bit?
Mhm. So I I don't ever really remember being a super angry person.
Okay.
In the past, I know I've not always been pleasant because life is just stressful.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Definitely
I
is.
think when I started getting just having moments of like bursting out into anger and saying mean things or things that hurt people's feelings,
Yeah.
was when my daughter told me she wanted to go move in with her dad. And I think from there, our relationship has really started to go down. And I, I think that that is kind of the catalyst, the thing that caused
Yeah.
me to start having these feelings of just depression and anger and almost a place of dejection.
Yeah, yeah, and that's completely normal when it comes to your children. Anything that is happening within the family unit is can be so hard sometimes on our mental state of mind and how we are feeling, and that can spill over into other aspects of our life. So that's completely normal, and I think that's great that you have kind of a starting off point where you started to notice the change, because that could be helpful of how to get back to the moment that you felt before. That we kind of have where that started to turn for you. So thank you for telling me about that. So would you say
Yeah.
um, would you say that you are angry just towards your daughter, or would you say it's it's kind of a generalized feeling now?
Absolutely is generalized. I recognize that I'm angry because of my daughter saying she wanted to move out, but I've just been like very short-tempered with people, including my boss at work and my husband and my other children, and just generally.
Okay. Okay. That's great to know. So, what we're kind of going to get into today is setting a goal. So, you talked a little bit already about your anger. So, we can put that as your main goal of coming in to get help with is to try to minimize those anger feelings because anger is obviously a natural emotion and feeling. We're all going to get angry sometimes, but we're just going to try to lessen that and minimize back to how you were feeling before kind of that tipping off point. Does that sound
Okay.
like a goal that you would want, or do you think more specific, or do you think that kind of sounds good? Or
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that that's a good goal.
okay.
And like you said, and I appreciate you saying that, anger is just a natural feeling, but I want to be able to be angry and not be mean to people.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we'll set that as your main goal. And then with that is we'll come up with a few action steps together of how we're going to help you achieve that goal. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on what would help you maybe achieve that goal?
Maybe communicating better, like
Okay.
figuring out a way to communicate um, my anger in a healthy way.
Okay. Okay, I think that's great. Um, the first thing that kind of comes into my mind when you're talking about your anger issues and communicating would be referrals or resources that we have that we can give you to kind of um, help you and your family be able to communicate. And there's different steps that we can do, and it could be such as talking maybe talking to somebody, just you and a professional, to kind of work through some of those feelings, or it could even go farther and be you and your family working with somebody to try to learn to communicate together as a family unit. Do you have a preference or an action step that maybe you would prefer one or the other?
I think both things sound like really good ideas, but I feel like it makes more sense to work on me first.
Okay.
And if I can make some changes with me, then my family can come in with me later, and we can all kind of benefit from that
Okay.
change that I've made.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. And I think that's a perfect starting point that we can get to. And so, with that, do you think it would be more beneficial or helpful for you to talk to somebody through your feelings, or do you think it would be more um, beneficial for you working with somebody who's kind of helping you learn how to communicate? Which one do you think would help you more achieve those goals?
I think the skill learning, like learning
Okay.
the skills. I mean, talk. I would be more than happy to talk with somebody, but I think it makes more sense um, for me to be able to learn some skills of how to manage the anger so it doesn't come
Okay.
out in such an aggressive way.
Okay, perfect. And of course, both sides of it, they're going to kind of, you're going to see a little bit of both in both sides, but it just kind of helps me um, better figure out what referrals and resources I can specifically give you that is going to be more beneficial and something that you would like for you. So with that is that's something that I could absolutely do for you is I can find some referrals and resources that we have that we work with the community of. It can be classes or different skill based um, meetings and stuff like that that I can get a list going for you of stuff that's happening in the community that fits that fits what you're looking for, and I can get a list for you next time we meet, and we can kind of go over what you think might be beneficial or some one of those that you would like best. Does that
Okay,
sound good?
that works. Hmm.
Okay, perfect. And then in the meantime, while I'm kind of getting those ready, do you have um, anything that specifically helps you calm down when you are feeling angry, or any kind of techniques or it can be like a breathing technique or anything like that that kind of helps you calm down?
I really like to listen to music, and I don't have a lot of alone time. So maybe if I figured out how to get some alone time and listen to music.
Okay. Okay. I think that sounds great. And that I would say, well, I'm kind of making a list of referrals and resources together. Maybe that could be something that you could do is you could make your own list and kind of come up with those things that do kind of calm you down and make you feel happy or anything that kind of helps with those anger issues. If you want to go ahead and make a list as well, and then we can kind of work together of how to pair and what could be best for you as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and write that down as an action step, both for me and for
Okay.
you, that we can kind of have ready for the next time that you come in. Um, is there a specific time frame that you have in mind that you would really like to see a change in your anger?
I would like to be able to figure something out so that
Okay.
um, I have better emotional control of my responses before
Okay.
the next school year.
Okay. Okay. And that's a great time limit. I think that's perfect. I think obviously with emotions and feelings, they don't just change overnight. So I think that's a completely great and realistic goal to have that we can work together and try to make sure that your goal is going to be achieved. Okay. So I will go ahead
Absolutely.
and put down by the time that you would like to see a change, and I will go ahead and get those referrals and resources ready to go that we can go over next time. And then if you want to go ahead and get your list of just things that kind of calm you down or anything that's going to help you with your anger issues, and you can kind of practice those as well and really figure out which ones are really helping and benefiting you as well.
Okay, that works.
Perfect. All right. So I will go ahead and get those ready. And then the next time that we will meet, we will kind of compare our list and we will
Okay,
really hone in on what is going to be most beneficial for you. Okay.
that works.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, if you have any questions in the meantime, go ahead and give me a call and stuff like that. If not, I will see you next time we meet. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Sounds good.